I'm hanging my head in shame if you didn't notice. My name is Loc'd and I am a shopaholic. I have a serious problem. Oh my goodness, my lovelies. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. It is your girl, Loc'd. And yes, I am a shopaholic. If you are new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like, comment. Always love to hear from you guys. As you know, I am in it for the love of all things beauty and beautiful. So we're here with another unboxing, unbagging, first impression. The lip bar actually came out with a tinted moisturizer, and of course I had to jump on it like right quick, get it in my hands and see what it was all about. So if you'd like to see how this unbagging first impression, I say unbagging because it's in a bag, not in a box, but unboxing first impression turns out, stay tuned. So as I mentioned, I am a shopaholic. I actually received a few orders this week. So Black owned beauty is my thing. So I actually got an order from Beauty Bakerie. I got some blending eggs. I got my little crate of eggs. This is too uber cute. In addition to the blending eggs, I also got 2 of their matte lip whips. And so I will actually do a review on the matte lip whips. Well, I can tell you. So the matte lip whips are the BOMB bomb. They stay all day wear, really nice coverage, really highly pigmented. So I really loved, I've tried the S'mores Divorce. I had the S'mores Divorce on, I think it was on Wednesday or Thursday, I can't remember, and loved it. I also got it in the shade Midnight Truffles, so we'll try that out soon as well. But let's get into what we came here to do. We came here to open up this package from the Lip Bar, or TLB Beauty. The Lip Bar is a Black-owned beauty brand, for those of you that don't know. They started off, of course, with regard to lips, not necessarily focusing on women of color, but the owner and founder is a woman of color. But they were focused on lips, right? Lips, pigments, they have lipsticks, matte liquid lipsticks, they have lip glosses. So they have a whole slew of lip products, and have, not recently, but over the past couple of years, branched off into, or expanded into, all things beauty. So they have a 7-minute fast face kit. Now I will admit that I have not yet been able to get, I have the kit, but I have not been able to get the face on in 7 minutes. I am not that good. But they have products that are really easy to use. They are fabulous. They've got, again, an easy to use foundation. They just came out with, a few months ago, their first concealer. The concealer is phenomenal. I use it almost every day. I'm not a fan of foundations in general. I don't usually use foundation. I usually go in with a little concealer and that's it. But again, they have a fabulous foundation. They've got a wonderful concealer. They have a nice fast face palette, and of course I don't have anything in here to show you because I suck, but they have a fast face palette that includes a pressed powder, a blush, a contour, and a highlight. So all of that in one palette. It's geared towards your skin tone, so the palette is for your specific skin tone, and everything blends really flawlessly. So it's really easy for us girls who are not like makeup gurus, who don't know all of the things that we're supposed to be doing and yada yada yada. They really try to help us out. In addition to their face palettes, as well as their lip products, again, they've actually got a line of eyeshadows. They have eyeshadow palettes, eyeliners, eyebrows. They've got everything to make you beautiful. And again, it's all geared towards a really easy to follow, especially for those of us that are beginners, easy to follow, coordinated, if you will, colors. So check them out, TLB Beauty, thelipbar.com. I will put the link in the description below. So again, as I mentioned, they recently released a tinted moisturizer, and I was like, yes, because again, I don't wear foundation on a regular basis. I typically just throw on some concealer and call it a day, but I was really intrigued by the whole idea of a tinted moisturizer. So I placed my order and I got my tinted moisturizer in a few days, and I'm gonna go in, yes, I'm going in with my cuticle scissors. Don't judge me, y'all. Y'all judging me. I know y'all judging me. Y'all always judging me. But I'm gonna go in with my cuticle scissors and open this up. And as always, they have awesome packaging. So I've got, of course, my packing slip that says that I ordered the tinted skin conditioner in the shade Almond Joy. And what the Lip Bar did was they took the color family, and they've actually really just formulated their concealers for the specific color family. So I am in the color family Cinnamon, and so there are two different tinted moisturizers, I think, for the color family Cinnamon. There's goodness gracious, and I'll put it somewhere around here. There's one that's a little bit lighter than the Almond Joy, but I got the Almond Joy because I like to think I'm brown. I am brown. I don't like to think I'm brown. I'm actually brown, but if not for these bright lights, I'm actually brown. So I got the shade Almond Joy, and of course the Lip Bar always comes with this lovely packaging. I love their packaging. And so I'm going to go ahead and open this up and put that to the side. And here we go with the Lip Bar Vegan Tinted Skin Conditioner. It is just a tint, 3-in-1 tinted conditioner. It is an SPF 11, which I typically use SPF 30, so I would always use an SPF 30 underneath this, but it does provide some skin protection or sun protection, and it has so it's an SPF 11 and a natural radiant finish. So again, this is in the shade Almond Joy. So if you could see that, I don't know if you can see, there you go, in the shade Almond Joy. So right off the back, again, their packaging is always fabulous. Their presentation is wonderful. So kudos on that. I'm gonna go ahead and open this right up, and we're just gonna see. We're gonna see. I'm not gonna open it up well because I always rip up stuff. But again, it is just a tint. Ooh, okay. It is perfect for everyday wear. It does offer some sun protection and a flawless complexion. And as always, the lip bar or TLB vegan beauty is always vegan, vegan and cruelty free, right? So that is what my tinted moisturizer is looking like. That's my packaging. So it's a nice squeeze tube. So although you know me, I'm cheap, right? So I hate squeeze tubes. My favorite product ever, I won't even get into it, is I think it's a L'Oreal concealer where it actually squeezes all of the squeegees all of the product up to the top so that you get all of the product out. I hate when I feel like I'm losing product, but anywho, you should see my toothpaste tube at the end. I am literally there. So anyway, long story, but this is the shade Almond Joy. So let's go ahead and open this bad boy up. And should I just squeeze this like right on my face? Like, I feel I've already done my eyebrows. So I did do a little on my eyebrows, and I have my eyebrows concealed with my Caffeine Concealer. Again, it is the Quick Conceal Caffeine Concealer. Can you see that? No. There you go. Quick Conceal Caffeine Concealer in the shade Cinnamon. So it's the 4 family, the shade Cinnamon. I'm just gonna go right in on this, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and get some of this right on the face. I don't know if this is too much or not enough or whatever, but we'll start off like that, right? And I'm just gonna take my fingers and go right ahead. And I actually probably should have done a side by side so you can see my, okay, well, not bad, not a bad feel. It's actually more coverage than I thought. I might actually need to throw some concealer on with this, but it is more coverage than I thought. That's my initial, just right there, right off the bat. It's a little darker than I expected, but I always think my foundation is dark and then it's not. So don't judge me, right? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this. I really honestly should have done, and I'll actually probably do a screen grab so that I can do my before and after so that you can see what I looked like before and what I look like after. But yeah, this is a little bit more coverage than I thought it is. There is a tint on my hand, so it's definitely pigmented, which is not a bad thing, right? Like, that's exactly what I wanted, a sheer coverage that provides a little bit of moisture, a little bit of sun protection, but isn't a full-on like foundation. I may have applied this with like maybe a beauty blender or something. I hate doing stuff with my fingers. So that is what I'm looking like. It actually, I honestly, first impressions, again, it's a lot more pigmented. Ooh, let me correct my eyebrow over here. So it's a lot more pigmented than I actually thought it would be. I thought it was a little less pigmented than this. And I think it may be, just for me, maybe a smidge too dark. Maybe, not really. Okay. All right, so I've got this on. Only drawback to tinted moisturizers and applying with your fingers is that you end up with moisturizer or tint on your fingers. So you actually do have to wash your hands afterwards. But initial thoughts, I think I like it. I think I like it a lot. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to wash my hands, number one. Number two, I'm actually going to go ahead and get some lashes on. And then I think I'm actually going to go in with some Drama Queen. You know, I love Drama Queen. I think I'm going to go in with some Drama Queen just because, you know, it's Friday, whatever. And I'm going to wear this and I will, I guess, check in. I've never done that, right? I've never done like check-ins on. So maybe I'll check in later on this afternoon so you can see what it's looking like. I may actually throw a powder on this, although it honestly is not. I like matte, but it is not, and it's not necessarily matte, but it is also not super dewy or shiny. I got Radiant. Radiant is good. I do think I'm gonna dab on a little bit of the Caffeine Concealer. As a matter of fact, let's go in with a little bit of this quick conceal before I hang up, and I'm actually just gonna go in with a couple of dots of the quick conceal because that's what they recommend. And then I am going to tap this in with my finger, but we don't tap stuff in with our finger because we have fingernails and we end up stabbing ourselves in the eye. Don't stab yourself in the eye, right? And I'm also trying to use the finger that does not have the tinted moisturizer on it. All right. So this is not in any way, shape, or form perfect. Let's try this side. I am so not good. My daughter has a paddle thing that she used to get, a silicone brush, right? It's a brush. And it's actually supposedly like using your finger, and I probably could use that right now because I suck at this whole finger thing. All right, so that is what I'm looking like with the concealer on. It gave me a little bit, I think, of dimension to my face. So with the tinted moisturizer, I think I looked kind of all one color. This gave me a little bit of dimension. I don't necessarily know that I need a powder. But all right, so far so good. Let's wash my hands, put on some lashes, and go about my day. I'll check you guys later. Okay, so first and foremost, I actually, because it is Galentine's Day weekend, I actually went with a red lip. So I went with my Boss Lady so instead of, I think I was going to do Drama Queen, I think I said. But anyway, threw on some lashes, threw on a lip. You see the lip holds up, honey. I have had coffee, and what I had for breakfast, I had an egg and some hash browns. Yes, I know, don't judge me on my breakfast, but anyway, lip has held up amazingly. Every now and again I get some lipstick on my teeth, but that's because I don't blot properly, but that's neither here nor there. I've held up really well. I've tried to keep my hands out of my face. I'm horrible about that as well, but I've tried to keep my hands out of my face. I have not been outside, so I've not put on a mask, so I don't know what the transfer is, although I do need to run a quick errand, so maybe I will I'll do that. I'll run an errand, run out and put a mask on and see what the transfer is. It does not purport, and it's a moisturizer, right? So it's a tinted moisturizer. I would not think that it would be transfer resistant or transfer proof or anything of that magnitude. However, because it is not as pigmented as a foundation and it does not have as full a coverage as a foundation, I would think that it likely isn't going to show the transfer as much. So I might have a tint in my mask. However, there probably won't be that stark line of demarcation on my face, but we'll see. Because again, I forgot I got an errand to run. So I'm going to run out to run my errands, and I will catch up with you guys later. Bye. Okay, my lovelies, it is my last check-in for the day. I am about to take this face off and go to bed. But before I, now, okay, hold on. My eyelashes, you see my eyelashes have not held up quite as well as my oh goodness gracious, hold on a second. Now, in defense of my power liner, that is very atypical for my power liner. I think those are either my Brooklyn or my San Diego lashes, and I'm sure I am at the extent of their wearability. So I think it's more so the lashes than the liner, but that's neither here nor there. So overall, I think that this tinted moisturizer has done a really good job. It's held up. I do have a little bit of creasing. I did say I was going to run errands, and I'm a slacker, and I did not run errands. I did not. I was going to run out and mask and the whole 9 yards. And then my kids called me, and it was over. I was on the phone with the girls for like 3 hours. Does anybody else get on the line? My kids, I love them. My babies are my best friends. I love them, and they're okay. I love. They're two of my best friends. I love them. But then I was on the phone with my best friend for another 4 hours. So look, don't don't judge me. I love my peoples. So anyway, I did not run the errands, so I did not do a mask test. I actually will try this out again tomorrow and see how it holds up. I actually have an appointment tomorrow, and then again, the errands that I was supposed to run today, I'm going to run tomorrow. So there's that. So I will try this out again tomorrow. But overall, I think it holds up pretty well. I'm liking the sheer coverage. It still gives me a little bit of foundation. Like it is a much so this is a fuller coverage than I expected from a tinted moisturizer. It is quasi a lightweight foundation. However, I do like it, and so I will try it out again tomorrow, let you know how it holds up out and about under pressure, and I will catch you then. Bye. So I realized that my lights are really bright, and so you can't really see the detail on my face, and I do that on purpose because I'm old and I got wrinkles, and so guess what? I don't need you seeing all of that in my face. But I really did want to give you an opportunity to see. Goodness gracious. So let's turn down the brightness here. So there's again, it's wearing pretty nicely. There's a little bit of creasing around my smile lines, but that's because I smiled a lot, right? So I told you I was talking to my babies and I was talking to my bestie, and when you talk to your baby and your bestie, you smile a lot. So I did, there is a lot of smiling. So I do have a little bit of creasing around my smile lines, and um, I did not actually set my concealer, so there's a little bit of creasing in my under eye, but not, again, it's not anything that is too bad. And the bottom line is it's late, y'all. So, but I wanted to again turn down the light so that you could see a little bit better how the moisturizer looks on my face in a little bit more natural light. I did actually take a couple of pictures in natural light, in actual sun. Well, not sunlight because it's not sunny. It was cloudy, so it was cloudy light, but it was daylight. So I did take a couple of pictures in the daylight, and I will try and include them in the video. However, again, that's it. So I will again do a quick follow-up tomorrow, and then I will wrap this up and post it so you can see it, y'all.